What's up, guys? All right. So we're back with another one. And this time we're talking about a hardcore PvP Rust extraction game. Now, a lot of people are comparing this to Rust and Ark. I do not know why. There is no PvE at all in this game. Zilch. Very none. There's no NPCs. The only NPCs there are voices. This is all PvP. So what is this game? Enginefall is start off into your little you start off in your little base, which is like a little train. Um and you basically upgrade it. You upgrade your little personal train. To do that, you need to go to the big train, which is the game. The raid. So you go into it, and if you're lucky enough to go into the very start of it, you have 5 hours to get from the tail dock, upgrade from the second dock, go to the first class to get to the conductor seats to acquire the fuel cores. Fuel cores is what the game's all about and what the basically main objective is. There's other people, there's going to be many other people that are doing the exact same thing or have their own objectives entirely. This game is very interesting in the sense that you load in, you're in fourth class, and you're in a safe zone. People can knock you off the ship or they can knock you off the train in this beginning area. That's about it. It's a game geared towards trolling and basically getting to your get into your edge, like getting into your skin. This game is designed to make you mad and frustrate the heck out of you. Um, you go in, you're basically, when you first load in, you just go straight to the top. You don't really do much. I missed this little airlock thing. But you go in, you acquire materials. This is like the survival part of it, like the rust part of it. You gather materials, that way later on you can make a base. When you make a base, you get like materials and stuff like that. You go raiding. You go like quote unquote actual raiding. That's the rust part of the raiding. Um People in the beginning are going to be friendly. The third class is a hit or miss on whether people are going to PvP or not. But the main objective is to basically go to each class, make a small little makeshift base, go in, make a key card to get to the next area. Once you make that key card to go to the next area, you can get better loot and more reliable things. The further in you go, the more dangerous it is, though, because the further in you go, you unlock your crafting tree. So right now, I only have primitive weapons, primitive base, primitive everything. Second class, you get advanced. And then third class, you get the best. You get assault rifles, you get all that kind of stuff. Now you have to make it. You have to make that stuff. Oh, damn. Yeah, this is when the game first came out, so it's very laggy. It was very, very laggy. So I'm making a base. I think this is my very first base. And this person tried to come in and he basically died through the door, which is pretty funny. But once they die, you can respawn. You have, if you look on the bottom left, you'll see that I have 20. You have 20 lives. If you're in a group, you get, I think, more. You get, so for per person you get 5. So I think you get 25 or 30 lives total when you're up to 3 people. And then when one person dies, it counts for everybody. So, oh, he's back. And so, like, this is the part I didn't know, is that things decay, and I have to build a you have to build a core. You have to basically build a core, supplement the core, like put the resources in the core so that way the core can keep everything alive for you. But it's a temporary base. This is something that never really struck to me, is that these are all temporary. They're not like the best. I love this game in the sense that it gives us a little bit of mystery. It's a crazy social experiment, but my thing is that this game started off with like I think 3,000 to 4,000 people playing this game, and then it dwindled to 300 at the end of the beta test, which was 5 days long. The reason why that is because this game is a very niche game. This caters to Rust players and not extraction players. Um, and I mean by that, even though this is like an extraction game, I'm telling you right now, you have to be a Rust player to enjoy this. This is a Rust extraction game. This is nothing more, nothing less, but a Rust extraction game. Um, a lot of people are going to be mad and irritated at the fact that, yeah, this says extraction, you do extract, that's the point of extracting, blah, blah, blah. No, not really. The point is, from what I understand, is to gear up and try to piss as many people off as you can. People have manipulated systems in this. They will friend you, join your alliance, go into your base, deactivate the alliance, and then steal all your stuff. That hasn't personally happened to me, but I've seen that happen to so many people. There are so many backstabbing mechanics in this game that make it to where you really can't trust anybody. And I think they did that on purpose. Right. So right now what's happening is the resource bin is opening up and everybody's going towards it. Everyone's freaking out. Everyone goes towards that. That's where people meet up from their group, and they will basically get resources there. It's big old chunks of resources they're able to get, and it's recommended that you do that so that way you can move on to the next area. That's where people get set up. It's where people can die. That's where people can do all kinds of things. That's where people have to leave their base, right? So people are going to manipulate that situation. Right now we're going down, we're checking it out. We're going to see what exactly we can get out of this place. So you see those big old big old chunks of stuff right here. So it's really cool. It's a really cool game. I think the concept is fun. It's just there's a lot of flaws. If you're an extraction lover, this is probably not your game, because this is gonna infuriate you to no end, because you're not really extracting with anything. You're making all the loot you would extract within otherwise other games. So you're not extracting with the normal loot that you would normally extract with other extraction games. That would intrigue you. If you're an extraction lover, then you're going to love the aspects of being in the raid, because that's where you get all the gear that you want and love. So this is more like a survival extraction game, I guess, a new genre, but it is what it is. I mean, they're this game, they have a target, and it's a very niche target, very 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 niche, since it's only got 300 players at the end of the at the end of the test. I don't see this game surviving in a mainstream world. I think this game is going to get as much popularity, if not less, than Rust. The developers need to work out a system where either you can be, I don't know. They need to flesh out a lot more systems, in my opinion, in this to make it fair and balanced. But for the most part, it's all right. It's definitely a Snowpiercer Rust game, that's for sure. But my take in on is that I don't think this game is niche enough to make it, if that makes any sense. So I wish the best of it. I'm gonna try it out whenever it comes out. There should be another test in the same time that Expedition and another game. Oh, this game should be in testing in February, and then it should be early access in June or July. I think that's what they said. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys again for being here, checking out the new content. I'm gonna make more Midnight Walker stuff here in a little bit, probably tonight or tomorrow morning, to update everybody on what's going on and where they're at with the development. But these people, they have in mind is you have to think about Rust. If you're a Rust player, this is your game, Enginefall. Go on Steam, wishlist this bitch, and check it out. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one.